OBNE.
There it is.
Yeah.
We're back.
We're here.
That's cool. After wearing my phone.
To go. There we go. Hey everybody. Welcome to Old Blood Noise. Does
Joel and James are here.
We are. Indeed.
Today we're joined by Joel and James.
This crew.
This is weird.
Good looking crew. Handsome.
So we're missing Dan this week. Brady seems a little busy. I'm gonna take over.
Yeah,
Brady
do this for me.
Where's Dan?
From what I heard, Dan was supposed to be on a trip today to Chicago, but weather has messed with those plans. But he is still not here. Unfortunately,
I guarantee you he's watching this from his
Hi Dan. We're gonna do as best as we can.
I love Dan, but that's kind of messed up of him not to be here.
Well, he had to go to Chicago.
Yeah, but I mean,
but does it feel a little better that the only person to replace Dan is you?
Oh no, echoes.
Me?
No, not you. Joel.
I mean, sometimes I think if Dan could just replace me in all of my tasks as a human, that everyone would be happier.
Actually,
Whoa.
I mean that's a little bit of a fear that I have.
They're saying I'm echoing on the stream.
Let's see if that Dan will replace me.
Echo. What if I do that? Then it's like a double delay.
Yeah, you just.
Where are we?
Echo. What does it sound like? I don't have the stream.
Yeah. So this is the Old Blood stream. Today it's going to be a little bit of a free form.
No more echo.
We're really it just seems like the world's in chaos with the impending weather that's going to hit us. Our world is in chaos. Nobody knows what to do. School hasn't been going all week, except it is today so that all the kids can do Valentine's Day. Make sense of that.
Until 11:30 in my case.
Really? Is that what it is?
Wait. So it went to until 11:30 and they called it?
Well, it was already going to be that, so they canceled yesterday for nothing. But
Yeah.
and then today was only 11:30. So
That's wild. See, it just seems like in any other year that wouldn't happen. But because the precedent was set that like school didn't matter
You're right.
last year, earlier this year, whatever.
Joel, are your kids in school?
Nope.
Okay.
Luckies.
We had well, my 6-year-old Chase is school aged. He should be in kindergarten this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all discussed this in our chat.
Yeah.
Just thought to heck with it. We were kind of unsure if we were gonna hold them back anyway, and then COVID just made it easy to decide.
yeah, it's a real cluster cuss in school.
Yeah, I've never heard that term. It's an odd term that you just used.
Oh, it's
Cluster cuss?
no, that's
Yeah.
From
the
Never
Fox.
seen a Wes Anderson movie?
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I mean, is that a serious question or?
I mean, isn't it from
Yeah.
Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Yes, it's from Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Kelly's calling me. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly.
This will be
Are you
good.
busy?
Am I busy?
Hey,
You
Kelly.
should be real careful here.
Oh, she can't hear us.
You're live on the stream.
Oh, what stream?
You're also on
Blood Night
speakerphone.
Stream.
Tell her Seth says hello.
Oh, hello.
Seth says hi. Oh, she's massive Seth fan,
I'm-
and she likes all you
And
guys.
James.
Okay,
James is
she
here.
I'm a
likes
Kelly
James
fan.
a lot too.
Kelly rules.
I'm
That's my
losing this
girl.
audio.
Yep.
Is that happening to you guys?
Oh, she
Okay.
can't hear you guys though because of my headphones. Shoot.
Give
No,
them
I
a
can't
message.
They're
hear
all-
them.
James says that's my girl.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
All right.
Okay.
What do you need, babe?
It's not important. You can call me later.
Okay, don't worry. I got that Switch game this morning, so we'll be dialed in tonight.
That's definitely what she was calling about.
Okay.
That's what you were calling
Worst
about?
thing in the world, but she would
Yeah,
never tell
so
you right now.
important. Okay.
I got a Lego set too for Griffin. Okay, bye.
Wonderful. Okay, bye.
Bye.
I get so jealous.
Our pets' heads are falling off, but you enjoy your stream.
You have a good time.
I get
just
so
sent
jealous of
me
everybody's
a,
rapport with Kelly.
Appointment. And it says for.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit what I have to say. It's fine.
It says appointment at Humane Society. Don't worry, we can talk about it. Monday, February 15th at
Sounds like you're getting a
5:55
cat.
p.m.
You're getting a cat, bro.
Oh, I don't know
Sounds
what's
like
going
you-
on.
Yeah.
But
it's
she
clear what's
knows
going on.
she knows that it really helps me if I have appointments on my calendar. Otherwise, I forget stuff.
Yeah.
Super into my calendar.
People want to know what the video game is that you got, though.
So there's a new Switch game out today called Mario 3D World, and I think that's a remake. But then it comes with another game called Bowser's Fury, and it looks lit. It looks
Two games
lit.
in one? Two games
Yeah.
for the price of one?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, I'm always a little skeptical about those kind of situations because it's like, they're trying to increase the value or whatever, and especially the remakes that they do with like 3-in-1 games. It's like, oh man, I just want one good game, okay?
It's like
Super
that
Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's like the combination Taco Bell Pizza Hut. You're like, I don't really want either of them. Just give me one or the other.
Yeah.
I mean, but you don't have to order both.
Well,
Hey,
cool.
Brady.
Can we not hear Brady on the Zoom call? Is that what's happening?
Is that why you guys aren't answering me?
I can hear you now. There you are. There
I
you
mean,
are.
there were lots of
like,
comments in there. I just eventually shut my mouth.
Well, what's better, that or dead air?
No. Dead air.
Are you drinking that stuff from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
This is the thing. This is
Yeah,
his shtick
that's
on
my-
here. He drinks this green goo, and everyone goes
Man.
wild for it in the chat. They love it.
I think everyone just goes wild for Brady.
Nah.
Are
Yeah,
those
but-
athletic?
Athletic
What are
greens?
those, athletic greens? Is that athletic greens?
It's not, but I've tried that and it's good. I like it. We did like one of the free sample. We used the pod save, the pod
Nice.
code one time, and I ate it too quick, and I haven't reordered it. But
Also, we should remind people about the buffalo command in chat. If anyone
Yeah.
wants to know more about the buffalo on the wall behind Brady, just type !buffalo in the chat, and you'll get a bunch of information about it, I think.
Is that like a bot?
Yeah. See, James just did it.
I did?
No other James. There's another James in the chat.
Thank God.
So, there you go.
yeah,
His name is-
but you guys can hear me now for sure.
Yep, loud and clear, buddy.
That's good. Did you guys hear me say that I'm really jealous of everybody's rapport with Kelly?
No.
Yeah, I feel like you've
I
kind of
have
gotten
no
the short.
rapport.
Brady's got the short end of the stick on that.
Joel, I appreciate
It's just
that.
because she fell in love with Seth, which we all do.
But
you know?
also James, and she has a
Well,
functional
James-
relationship with Andy. I just kind of.
True. I think we can work on it. I think we can work on it. I mean, James just kind of has that effect, you know?
Oh, I know.
Wives love me.
The James
Yeah.
effect.
It's a southern
I'm not
drawl.
threatening.
She likes James's Instagram content a lot. Although I don't know if you're really keeping up with that so much anymore, James.
I'm taking a break.
Okay, so but that's fine. I mean,
That's
just
fine. That's really
honestly, you know, her love for you hasn't like waned
Faded.
at all.
Yeah.
So
Thank God.
yeah. But yeah, you had some white hot Instagram story content that I think, you know, which it's fine. Maybe someday you'll come back to it. Maybe you won't. But here we are.
Who's to say?
Yeah.
There's a lot of good
Who's to say?
pickup
Wow,
lines.
everyone's missing your commentaries, James, on award shows and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's a long story. Wouldn't get get to that later.
You got banned off Twitter. That's not a long story.
Before anyone was before it was cool.
Before cancel culture was even a thing.
I got canceled really early in the game, super early.
I don't remember that. Why did you get kicked off of Twitter?
Silver in chat is from Isotope. If that's true, I love your RX software. I love Isotope RX a lot.
Shout out to Isotope.
Shouts out to Isotope. And that free vinyl plugin that you guys have, pretty good.
Yeah. So I guess if we're gonna like follow any sort of direction on this stream thing, normally we would talk about.
Lead us, Brady?
We would talk about our guests, and honestly, they don't need much of an introduction. They're just here. They're here with us forever. This is basically a live text group that's been going on for a couple years. Maybe.
We had a short-lived YouTube stream called Sad Dads.
That's correct.
We did that thing where people try to monetize their group chats, and then we were like, let's not.
Got between our relationship too much.
Yeah.
I don't know if we actually ever tried to monetize it or.
Well, that's just a joke, you know.
Well,
It was in the back of my head.
I mean, maybe it was a joke to you, but I'm okay.
Yeah, Andy, you just gave the biggest clickbait headline of all time.
Did I? Damn. Sorry, everyone. I just got us all canceled.
So yeah.
James, can you tell us the story about how you got banned on Twitter?
Yeah.
Is it a good story?
It's not a story.
James,
It's not a good story. It's
James, will you turn your microphone up?
It's gone. I feel like someone, because the only thing I really did was do award show commentary, and I wasn't mean or too mean, but I feel like someone
No,
complained.
you were completely reasonable. Yeah.
It was firm but fair. I think it's the best way to say it.
Okay, well, let me ask you
Good
this.
answer.
If you could point to one tweet that you think probably got you kicked off, which one do you think it was? Just
Which of your QAnon tweets was it? You think
knee-jerk
that got you
reaction.
banned?
One time I said, I don't know why Justin Bieber gets so much hate. She's a really talented singer.
It's not. All right.
Got you though.
Yeah.
No, that's
Hey, Brady.
that's a brilliant joke.
Brady, Silverio Salazar gave you $10 on your stream just now.
Whoa.
It says
Whoa, so
monetized.
where-
Your stream has been monetized.
where-
You made $10
Where did that go? Because I don't know.
to your Google account. Yeah. Don't worry.
I don't know
my
what that
Cash
is.
It goes to James. Yeah.
That's fine. Well, James.
I just kind of want. I think what I would like to have happen here is for James just to tell us about his day. Just kind of walk us through what happened when he woke up, and just kind of carry us along, just kind of bring us along for the ride.
I'm fine doing that, but I just want to make sure it's okay to talk.
Yeah. This is more about you guys than it is about us. Let me cover our bases really quick, okay? This week, Old Blood had the split meld pedal come out, and that broke everybody's brains because I think people think it is more than what it is. So I just want to address that really quick. It's just a
Hold on.
routing.
Before you do that, I'd like to address the fact that you have figured out how to power pedals without plugging it into the wall. So this has like a nuclear crystal in here, right? That's powering
Yep.
everything, all the knobs, and the knobs.
See, but this is going to create more
You got
confusion.
this new technology.
See, I'm
See
really-
these
I'm
dots
really-
right here?
I'm trying to head off the confusion, Andy, and this is going to make it worse. Dan's going to be
It's
so
crazy
pissed at
new
me.
technology.
No,
man.
I know what it is. I know what it is. You guys ever played that video game Among Us, where you have to do the tasks.
Oh, yeah.
Where you have to do the wiring. That's what it is. But it's like a pedal, I guess.
Yeah.
It's cool or something. I don't know. Whatever.
No, that's exactly. Yeah, you're just connecting yellow to yellow, blue to blue. All this is doing is breaking out.
Don't get murdered though. Don't get murdered by the.
And don't murder anyone else.
Super sus. Wow. Super sus. Yeah, it's super sus.
Guys, I've played that a couple times. It's fun.
Well, yeah, you've made you copied the game and turned it into a guitar pedal. Obviously, you played the game.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Good job.
Well.
Anyway, what does it do? Or was I right?
No, you were right.
No, you were right.
Oh.
Anyways, I just wanted to address that before.
You didn't address anything. I still don't know what it does. I just made a stupid joke.
Well, so Joel, look here's this, right? Here it is.
Yeah.
High def. So you can plug in a focus camera. All right, so you can plug in. See on the top there, you can plug in a TRS and split it into dual mono, whatever.
Yeah, it just breaks down a TRS cable to 2 TS outputs.
Yes, or the opposite. Okay. You can take 2 TS cables and turn it into TRS.
So it's a utility device so it's gonna work. It's gonna fit in nicely with the old Blood Noise utility line.
There it is. Yep, exactly.
And it looks good.
Hey, Kylan, that was
solves the problem.
That was
and
the
let me
tidbit.
remind you guys about this technology that's in here. These power crystals.
All right.
Anyway.
So there's no power to it. There's no power to it, Andy. We're already getting emails about how complicated this thing could be.
What did people think it was?
I'm not sure. I think because. So like
you should tell people it just takes mono pedals and makes them stereo.
Oh God.
That's not what it does.
Shit, that's what I need. That's what I need.
Joel just ordered 5 of them.
It won't even work for that. Because you're talking about doing TS to dual TS, right?
No, it will. That will not work. See, and this is part of the thing. It's
if you want a stereo mood pedal, you just buy a mood and one of these, and you're good.
Man, what if we just started telling people that maybe it could do that?
To be clear, it cannot do that.
Be like a sweet 5 days of bliss before the customer service emails.
No, but I don't know if everybody would catch on because we flat out told people that's not what it does.
Yeah.
And they still say on the video, I don't get what this does. Does it do this? It's like you surely watched this 10-second video because it took you 40 seconds to type that out. Anyways,
I don't know. To me, it's pretty obviously it's got some jacks in it. It's got a cool design. Like stick some chords into it and play guitar and shut your mouth. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Shut up and play.
Exactly.
Plug it in and shut up.
Yeah.
We can
give Brady some money.
It makes
somewhere.
We can walk through Brady's setup and how we're using it.
Yeah.
I like that idea a whole bunch.
Look at this here. This is good. Joel, look, check this. Look at it.
That's your pedal, man.
Joel, this is a pedal you made, and it
goes crazy.
It goes crazy.
Well, I don't know. Oh, look, you got one too, Andy.
I got one too.
Joel accidentally left the CXM at my house.
I got one now, and I can run it in stereo for your.
If you plug it into the box, doesn't make it.
No, so on a stereo device, you can go buy 2 of these old blood devices, and you can go 5.1 stereo surround.
Okay. All right. So the way this is plugged in, here's what we got. We got this guitar.
This thing's only $20, right?
It's $29 because it's not a lot. Anyways, so what we've got here is guitar going into the Mark II, right?
It is only $29.
I wasn't joking. And then going into the Y of the ABY, and then it splits that signal. So then we've got 2 signals going into here. So that's like that, sort of making it stereo, but not really. And then we've got 2. So, and then from the space echo, it goes, one path goes to the meteor and the parabola, and one path goes to the mood. And then,
hey, Devin's in chat. Hey, Devin.
Hey, Devin. And then the mood goes to one side over here. The parabola goes to one side right there, 2TS, and then they go together to a TRS cable, which goes to the input of the iridium, because to get stereo into the iridium, you have to have a TRS cable. So it's just a routing thing. It's super useful, but it's not.
I get it now.
Yeah.
But in your setup there, am I mistaken, or is the mood and parabola in a left and right channel in that scenario?
Yep, we're keeping those stereo. So mood's on the left, parabola's on the right.
Okay, cool.
I have those hard panned in the
Yeah. So let me.
So this is makes it able to send stereo effects to one iridium.
Well, iridium, it's still coming in stereo to iridium, even though there's one cable because it's TRS.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, stereo into the iridium. Yeah.
That lets you be able to do that.
Yes.
Just one cable.
You can't actually use the iridium unless you have this old blood noise device.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, and frankly,
Can't believe they sold it first without.
and Strymon did increase the price of the iridium by $29 and will be shipping this old blood device with each one.
How is that iridium?
It's really good.
Dude, I love it.
Yeah.
Seth has one.
Strymon knows their stuff.
Strymon.
No.
Um,
I forgot about that. That's why we ended the other stream.
yeah, we got in trouble. Yeah.
This was the issue.
Oh wait, no, it was How did James say it?
Strymon.
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 No, we don't need to rehash the past.
Let's move forward.
So,
Let's go.
iridium's really good though.
Small company doing some big things.
Yeah.
Making moves.
So, guys, we can
just say $29 is that's
What are you doing over there?
It's hard to make anything for $29 if you're a small guitar pedal company. I don't care if it's just like, I don't care how simple it is.
I'm buying one right now.
Look at James. Look at James' purchasing face.
You can tell he's serious.
I know, it's so
He's
good.
serious.
He's putting in his passwords, man. Oh my God.
Well, he wants to be able to use his iridium, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, gosh. Imagine buying an iridium and not being able to use it until you buy this old blood unit for $29. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. I'm not saying that. So, as a direct
What I'm
representative.
hoping for is after this. No, Seth, here's whoever does your video editing, Seth, take clips of this, but put all the wrong things I've said and just put massive disclaimers over it.
This is great, actually, because I did add a disclaimer this week to our credit rollout that just, said everyone's opinions are their own. Don't reflect that of our company.
That's good. That's good.
That is smart. That's smart.
So yeah, we've covered that. That was the big thing. But I want
I
to.
have one quick opinion before you start.
Mm-hmm.
I like Andy's ponytail.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That's my own opinion.
Mess right now. But thank
Agreed.
you. I haven't cut my hair since 2019.
But sorry, Brady, I interrupted you. I just just felt I should, sort of.
Thank you.
I actually wanted to move on
Piggyback.
to that type of business.
That type of business?
Yeah, like Andy's ponytail, and I want more James. I want to hear about James's day. Joel, I want to hear what's going on with you. You guys are moving soon, or have made steps in a new space. And I just want to hear what's going on. You went on vacation for a while, ice fishing.
Went ice fishing, and I dropped my phone into the hole that gets cut into the ice where you try to the fish out of the frozen lake.
Is there a special name for that hole? Does it have like a cool name?
That's a good question.
I've been just calling it
ice hole. I don't know what is it?
Ice hole, but that sounds kind of bad.
What's the tool?
What does it sound like?
It sounds like I don't really want to talk about it, but I dropped my phone in there. It's at the bottom of a frozen lake.
Oh man.
But I got a new phone. Anyway, let's talk about James.
Hold on. This Apple Pay won't work.
Oh wow.
What?
Boomers making purchases. The live stream.
You know what? You know what?
Boomers looking for CVC numbers on credit cards. 5-hour stream.
Where you put your finger on the thing.
Hey Brady. Brady.
Yeah.
Who's what's the new thing called, and whose idea was it?
It's called the split meld, and it was Seth's idea.
So is it just something Seth wanted a device like that and it didn't exist, so he thought, heck. Is that kind of the vibe?
Absolutely what happened.
Sounds like something Steve Jobs would do.
I needed it in my actual, like, what I was playing at home, and wanted to do it cleaner, because there are cable versions of this that exist.
Sure.
Right.
But I wanted something more pedal board friendly and or tabletop friendly too, and just cleaner and easier to use. So,
Which you can see by just tabletop setup.
yeah,
It makes it a lot cleaner.
I mean, I say pedal board, but my pedal board is a picnic basket. So
I feel like so many of the products that I am involved in that's always the impetus. It's like, oh, I wish this was a thing.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, wait a second. This is what I do for a living. Maybe I should just, make the thing. And
Yeah.
that's what happened here, I think.
yep. And thankfully, everybody was like, we don't totally get it, but we trust you, so let's do it. And that was great.
Seth had a breakout idea in 2019 that was stalled for a long time by everybody. The expression slider was Seth's idea too.
That's a really good idea. It sounds like Seth's got some good ideas.
He does.
He's your idea guy.
He does, and then, well, I don't know. Yeah, he's actually, his brain is on another playing field. Playing field? Another plane? Here,
Another
James has
level,
got something
maybe?
to say. Well, it's probably the same
I
level.
had to switch to my phone. Oh my god. I almost bought two, but I don't have the technology to run two of those.
I think it would be a cool, next time you post a picture of your pedal board, just like have a couple of those on there.
So Seth, can you confirm that my order went through whenever you can?
Yeah, I'll check it out right now.
What if, yeah. So what I'll probably do is just go guitar into a stereo pedal, into the split meld TRS, to another stereo pedal with a TRS in, and then stereo out to the other side of the split meld, and then TRS to, so we'll just be, yeah. I got it. I figured it out.
All Maris pedals have the TRS stereo input, right?
I think so.
James, your
All
order
of it
came
does.
through.
Good job, James.
Thank you very much.
Damn. I can't wait for either Seth or Brady to say thank you to James.
I just said.
Is my mic out again?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, you're good.
No one has to thank me.
Is my audio not working again? Because
Oh wow, it's such a good product.
That does sound better.
Bargain at twice the price.
So you're saying you would buy it at $69?
Is that twice the price?
No, it's just a funny number.
Well, that's not twice the price.
Okay, well,
Get the calculator out.
Kylan is trolling me in chat again.
What's he saying to you?
Do you guys want to know something about Kylan?
Yes.
Yes. More than anything.
When I first met Kylan, I don't know, I think this might just be like my own personal stuff, but I was like, man, that Kylan guy doesn't like me. And because he seems really cool. And then Zach, my employee, Zach seemed like really good friends with Kylan. And then I was kind of like, man, those guys are cool. But then, like, I don't know, some time passed, and like I actually had a few conversations with Kylan, and I genuinely feel like Kylan and I are friends. And I think that maybe Kylan never thought that maybe always liked me from the get-go, and I was just like in my own head a little bit.
I liked you.
There he is.
I just don't talk much.
That's how I feel. Kylan, can you confirm or deny any of that, or he's gonna say, well, actually, no, I thought you were pretty lame at first.
Can you hear him?
Yeah,
Joel?
can you hear me?
I can't.
Kylan?
Oh.
You hear Kylan?
No, he's talking to you.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hi.
I can't hear him.
Hi.
can't
Hi.
hear
Hi.
him.
Hi. Hi.
He's not in that Zoom audio. Hold on.
Oh, it's okay.
I don't know. He
See,
did.
Dan,
He did just tell us that he bought a My Own Prison
you know the Creed shirt?
shirt
Yeah, he's got Creed on the
like
brain.
today or recently. He bought it from China, and it takes 6 weeks to get here.
6 weeks.
Ironically or unironically? Either is fine.
I think for real. I mean,
Agreed.
Scott Stapp was doing a solo tour. Came through Oklahoma City a year or two ago, and he tried to get his band on the bill so that he could meet
Oh
him.
my gosh.
Not ironically.
Do you guys remember when Scott Stapp did the song for the
Absolutely.
Marlins.
Absolutely.
Marlins will fly.
Classic.
Marlins will
And
fly.
then he did this competition on Twitter or something for his however many follower that they would get like tickets forever, lifelong tickets to his concerts. And so this guy I know was like, I'm going to win this competition. And so he was there and he was doing all the stuff and being ready. And he was literally whatever number it was, he was that number. And so he ended up winning it. And he got to talk to Scott on the phone. And Scott asked him what his favorite song of his was. And he's like, honestly, I love that Marlins song. And he was like, thank you. I got so much crap for that. Should I have told that story?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's really good.
That's great.
It's good to hear Scott Stapp being in an uplifting scenario, because usually you hear about him. Frankly, he's kind of fucking up a lot. You know?
Or like owing money.
He had a rough go for a while.
Do what?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm proud of him. That's cool. That's a good moment.
I mean, this was like 10 years ago. I don't know what he's doing now.
Hey, Dan from Isotope has a question about the split mills. He says,
Oh,
Go ahead.
are you sure he doesn't have a question about me and Kylan's friendship?
nope,
Okay, got it.
he doesn't seem interested in that at all, unfortunately. He says, this is passive, right? Like if I ran the TRS mag / piezo from a PRS hollow body,
The answer
I
is
could
yes.
send
The
to an
answer is
acoustic amp and the other to my pedal board without running 2 cables out of my guitar.
yes. Exactly. Yep.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Like I have an Ovation Preacher that has a stereo jack on it. It has 2 pickups, so I can go TRS out of my Ovation Preacher, which is an electric guitar, and then straight into the split mill and break it apart right there. And then I've got my neck pickup running through one chain of effects and my bridge pickup running through the other. Then I join them together in the dual mono input and the other part of the split meld TRS into my cab sim.
Kylan said that I'm full of shit and that he loves Joel.
Well, I don't think he's full of shit at all.
Try to be more positive in the chat, guys.
Try to be like Scott Stapp and be a little more positive, all right, Kylan?
No, I think that all that tracks. All that tracks.
Yeah.
That was nice, Andy.
James, what
I, for one, can't wait to get my pedal in the mail.
Hey James, we'll probably be closed all next week because of the snow.
Can I cancel my order? I mean, I'm gonna be stuck in the snow too. I was hoping I would have my pedal.
I can't play in the snow without my split mills, man.
All right, we'll get it out to you. See if we can get it out today.
That's the least you could do.
Right? Jesus. I mean, he gave you $29.99, dude.
I almost bought 2.
Oof. That would have been $69.
So unnecessary. I appreciate it though. Oh man, Joel, what's been going on with you?
So you guys, I am laughing, but you're not really hearing it because I keep hooting my microphone because I'm calibrating some pedals right now, and I'm like, it makes some sound sometimes when I push the cords into the jacks, and I don't want to be disruptive, but then I feel bad because maybe you guys don't think I'm laughing at all the funny jokes going on, but I totally am. All right, and also because of the mask, you can't see me smiling, but I'm smiling a lot and laughing and enjoying myself.
You are smiling so big, I can tell.
I am, just ear to ear, just grinning. What was the question? How am I?
Yeah, yep. What's going on?
No, it's been an interesting couple weeks. We were talking about over this year at the shop too, because it's just such an interesting spot, where it's very cold here in Minnesota, and like there's just like tons of COVID fatigue. And we got a lot of great stuff to look forward to. We're looking forward to the new building that we're moving into in just a few months here, but it seems so far away, so yeah, it's just everyone's kind of working through some stuff, but heck, it's Friday, talking to my friends with some technology.
I just blocked Kylan in the chat. I didn't like what he was saying.
Kylan? Yeah, I don't like that
you
guy.
have that kind of power?
Yeah, I do. You didn't know.
I had no idea.
Andy's
He was saying
in charge
some
of it all.
train songs were better than corn songs, and so I blocked him.
Oh, I mean, you had to do it. Gotta keep the peace.
Yeah. Are there any new Coffee and Riffs episodes in the works?
No. It's been really hard to like get out and film stuff with random people, over the last.
Why would that be?
Money, fatigue, energy, a growing cough, and loss of taste. No, I don't know.
Brady.
Yeah.
Yep. You ever think you'll do NAMM again?
I don't know. We will not in summer. Cause I don't really want to be around a lot of people again like that anytime soon.
Yeah, that's a little freaky, huh?
But I'm excited at the ideas that we've talked about to kind of like supplement that sort of social engagement.
Yeah, just to maybe we can hear what some of the listeners think, but we've been thinking about maybe doing some of our own get-togethers. Do something in Oklahoma City and do something in Minneapolis, and I think especially that's one of the reasons why we're excited about the new space, is it could accommodate an event like that and just like hang out and have fun and interact with like-minded guitar pedal enthusiasts and just maybe have a few cocktails. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
Maybe have an old-fashioned.
Ooh, a Negroni.
Yeah,
We should do that.
Maybe
Maybe the
James.
bartender.
Ooh,
Maybe
yeah, fantastic.
Maybe James will,
Mm-hmm.
maybe he'll come to it. But
Maybe he'll be there.
yeah,
I will.
maybe we'll order some delicious Chinese takeout, like we're accustomed to doing in the past. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the idea of having a place where we're all hanging out, able to see each other, talk about new stuff, and make it available for people kind of in the area, I guess.
I mean, think about, obviously it's fun to virtually hang out, but Brady, think about the last time that I bit you on the arm, like physically bit you.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
It's been too long.
It's troubling.
Is that something he wants to think about, or was it like
I'm a biter.
I've missed that.
That's how I show affection.
Some people are lovers, some people are fighters, some people are biters.
No,
I'm in.
I understand that. I receive that. I welcome that.
So in you guys' opinion or thoughts, like, once anyone goes back to like in-person events, do you think people will want to continue to have like a streaming element to it, or some sort of online, like, will any of that persist, or will we just be like, no, let's not do this ever again, kind of thing?
Yeah, I think it'll persist because it was happening beforehand.
Yeah.
There's still like a geographical divide between people on a day-to-day basis, so
I went to the virtual NAMM stuff. Oh, I was just saying.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did some of that, and so much of like there's just kind of a similar thing where there's like a live chat going on the right side. So many people were from all over the world saying, I've never been to NAMM, I've always wanted to go. This is a really cool opportunity to get to have an experience with it. So, and they did a good job with it. But so I could see them wanting to do something live stream oriented with it continuing forward. But I also think it makes sense for events to do something like that. Like where, if people can't come, they can at least have some live element to chime into.
Yeah.
I think
we had some cool plans for Summer NAMM last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild to think about, because we were gonna get kind of crazy at Summer NAMM last summer.
Because we were talking about doing live stream stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I'll say that NAMM is a good and fun, enjoyable thing, and sometimes it's not enjoyable. But it's a good thing. You just don't have to. You should be able to choose to not be a part of it, and it to not have a huge impact. I know. I don't know. I don't want to like.
I agree.
Yeah. Thanks, James.
When you're right, you're right, and you're right.
I don't want to disparage it, but it's also like it costs a lot to do, and it's a lot of physical energy, and the reserves aren't so deep anymore. So,
I'm trying to figure out how to unblock Kylan.
Well, you should have thought about that before you blocked them.
Yeah.
Is there a way out? It's fine. I mean, sometimes you just have to take your licks. I got kicked off Twitter.
Well, there's no way to undo a timeout?
So you're like, James, you're like off. You've got a permanent ban?
I have a new one. It's more exclusive, though. I don't promote it at all.
Gotcha.
And I
Don't.
use it primarily for MMA-related news.
I see. Do not.
I think James is saying that he used to have a pretty big Twitter following, and then since his account got canceled, it's kind of hard to build it back up. So that's like his way of like of pretending that he doesn't care. Pretty much.
Man, that was almost spot on. except I don't care.
Oh yeah, Will is asking about that event. That was the Effectopia event that we did, Joel, right? That streaming thing?
Yeah.
I would like to talk a bit more about James's Twitter account.
I'm at this man in the chat is asking about it.
Oh, he's asking about James's Twitter popularity?
No, he's not.
Oh. Maybe
no one, and in fact, no one in the chat is asking about that.
Oh,
interestingly
are
enough.
you sure?
I'm looking at it right here. It says no one.
You don't have to be so excited about it.
I'm seeing my name a lot in here, not seeing James's name.
But
Oh,
do you
good.
think we
Let's
could
build
get
up Andy
James
a little bit more?
a
God.
few more followers?
Yeah, let's get James to 100 followers on Twitter, folks. He's really down bad.
He did say he didn't want to promote it.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
true.
being. I don't know.
Well, I mean, is that cool,
Come on
James?
over and follow me.
There we
I
go.
don't remember what my name is.
There we go.
Hold on, let me look.
It's James
It
Duke
is
says,
James
right?
Duke says, which I like better than the James Duke. Actually, I try to change my other one to that. If you follow me, I'll give you $1,000 each.
I will say this though. I do think that James's humor is sort of uniquely works really well for Twitter.
It works
Good
in the written word.
I like following James on, even though I mean it's pretty exclusive. But I enjoy your tweets.
Man,
Twitter is the only social media right now that I feel like I actually personally enjoy. Like I like going on Twitter.
hmm
The posts on there are pretty good sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, like James said, James, my stupid guinea pigs are out of Hey Serenity now.
What is that?
they eat hay.
Oh.
Hey.
Serenity now is a Seinfeld reference.
Listen, I'm
You
too
have to
young for
explain
that.
your jokes.
I'm a
it's not
millennial.
funny. If you have to explain it, it's not funny. So
Guys, I watched
really
the
bombed.
I've been watching a lot of Seinfeld lately. I watched the Soup Nazi one last night.
Mhm. Good one.
Yeah, I always heard the reference.
Started
and never
Schitt's
saw it.
Creek over again because it's right now it's the most perfect show in the world for me.
Yeah, yeah.
We've already done that once. We've gone twice already.
It's a nightshirt, David. The whole show is perfect.
Pretty good.
Has anybody done anything with the Buffalo bot yet?
Yeah, they've been doing it.
How do you find out about Buffalo?
You type !Buffalo in the chat.
Who arranged that? Andy, did you do that?
That is my handiwork, yeah. All right, Kylan, what are you saying now? Andy's fave festival is Cornerstone, hands down. I love Sleeping Giant. This guy's peddling in fake news over there.
It says the same thing over and over again, Andy. You messed up the bot.
Well, I only timed him out for 300 seconds.
Hey, don't say bad stuff about Kylan. He's my friend, and I care about him. And I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't.
Listen.
Trash him on the stream because
Who's
it's
mad?
upsetting to me.
What just
Well, I mean,
happened?
What do you mean what just happened?
Who?
Kylan's in the chat, just losing his mind.
He's back.
Yeah, I said I only timed him out for 300 seconds. I feel like
was
maybe I should
talking
do it
about the
again.
Nightbot thing.
Oh, the Nightbot thing is, yeah, you saw the response from Nightbot
Yeah,
when
so
you
it's
type buff?
twice in a row.
Yeah, that's the
Sounds
response.
Oh,
That's all it
Okay.
is.
I love Nightbot.
Nightbot's so good.
Nightbot. Love you, Nightbot.
Seinfeld's good.
Brady, play something for us.
Oh, I
Yeah,
have
it
been.
sounds really nice.
Great. I've got the mood going. I'm trying to do a good Andy ambient thing.
Oh, it's easy.
Lately, I've really enjoyed Philippe's pedals. Just kind of re-exploring some of the ones that came And I maybe didn't spend as much time as I should have with, like, the parabola. Kylan brought that one back. And then the somersault, I got that one at home. It's been really fun.
Somersault's great.
Anyways. Let's see. What else do we have on the stream today? Usually I don't have to be the one that, like, mentally moves it forward. That's going to be a Dan thing. And I'm the one that gets to derail it.
Right.
But seeing as Dan stayed home.
Freaking Dan.
And seeing as we knew that was going to happen.
Hey, this is the best background music. I love it.
It's really good.
Oh, good.
So pretty.
Thanks, guys.
Tell me about your guitar. Can you do that real quick?
Yeah.
30 seconds. You don't have to talk a lot about it.
Okay.
You can if you want. It's
All
your
right.
show.
1976 Gibson Les Paul custom. Bought it off of eBay in 2003. Serial number has been filed off. So somebody stole this at some point.
You or previous owner?
Previous owner. Which is why I was able to afford it in the first place, I'm sure, because they couldn't verify in the earlier days of eBay, like, what year it was. But I've taken it apart, and in the cavity they have the date, and the pots and everything are dated. So, but I didn't do that until last year. So I've had this guitar for almost 20 years, and I didn't double check that it was authentic or anything. Pretty stupid.
Great. I feel like the kind of people that would file off the serial number on the back of a headstock of a guitar are the really bad dudes that know about filing serial numbers off of guns and stuff.
Yeah.
You know? If I stole a guitar, I would just steal it. I wouldn't
Yeah.
well, let me.
You wouldn't cover your tracks?
Well, because it's obvious covering your tracks. It's like
Yeah.
The strange thing is that
file off a gun serial number so you can shoot someone and not get caught. Maybe. I mean, allegedly.
they did a really good job filing it off too, because it's like
That's nice. They cared.
Like you can
Probably
tell
not
it's
their first rodeo.
Yeah.
They put the work in.
Yeah.
Probably like if you filed off a serial number, you maybe you've done it on a gun.
Yeah, that was my point. Thank you, Joel.
Yeah.
That probably was.
It's a slippery slope from guitars to guns.
I feel like it's guns to guitars, though. Honestly,
You
because
might be right about that.
guitar thieves. I don't feel like. And then if you're gonna go to the trouble, you would know that other ways are possible to find out what it is. I don't know. It's a great guitar, though. Anyway,
Thanks, man.
sounds good.
Christopher Ray is asking about, it says for stereo, left, right, or wet, dry. I've never done a wet, dry stereo rig. I don't know if people do wet, dry, wet. But I've
What is that? What's wet dry? What's the difference between wet dry and wet dry wet?
Well, so wet, dry is like a split where you've got your maybe time-based stuff on one side and your dry stuff on another.
I've always understood that. Yeah.
Yeah, wet, dry, wet. From what I understand, it's like stereo, but you're retaining your mono dry signal as well separately.
Yes.
Right?
Okay, so it's like 3 signals then?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's like a wet dry. It's a wet dry rig, except for the wet is stereo.
Stereo, wet, dry.
I could be wrong, but I think that's it.
I feel like we're right. Who cares if we're not?
We are right. Yeah. But yeah, I've never done anything just than a straight up.
I like the
Left, right,
idea
stereo.
of that. I like the idea of that.
Yeah, and Chris, he says left, right, wet with non-time based in the middle.
Oh,
Which
In
is, so
the
there's
middle.
probably
Well,
some
that's
good.
the dry, so it wouldn't be time-based because it's dry.
Right. So the advantage there is probably you got a really nice distinction between your mono and stereo signals, I would guess.
Right.
But that seems like the kind of thing that's just
Overkill.
overkill.
Whoever's doing that should definitely buy a couple of these split melds.
I think they need because then it's like wet, wet, dry, dry, wet, wet, and who even knows what that's gonna sound like? It could change everything.
It could change everything.
Game changer.
It could open up a hole in the earth that we'd all fall into.
I said that, I was like, I find as I get older, I just don't judge anything because it's like, I don't know, it's probably the best sounding thing ever if you set it up. Probably.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like you have 3 amps then?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Sheesh.
It's 3 amps.
Yeah.
So you're just coming straight out of the gym.
If the James Duke was going on, like, you know, the James Duke tour, and everybody was there to see the James Duke, and I'm the roadie, and James wants to punish me because he likes to see me lift a bunch of amps and set up his rig, that would be pretty cool to have all that going on. And you know what, the audience might really like it too, because they're not there to see me setting up his rig. They're there to see James.
That's right.
James, what kind of drink do you think you would have while you were watching Joel set up your 3 amp setup? Like a juice? Would you be drinking like a smoothie? Would you be drinking a juice? Would you be drinking? It's like we're probably talking like 11:30 a.m.
I know what he would do. Before the job started, he would have me write down my like 6 favorite things to drink. Even if he didn't like them, he would buy those and then drink them in front of me while I was working.
That's not me.
I know it's not. That's why it's funny, James. That's why it's funny.
That's why it's funny.
You would be really sweet to me, I think.
I would start with beer, and then probably, like, depending on the time of the day, it would be like a screwdriver or a mule or something. Like everyone does. Like the
we'd probably argue a little bit about like, you know, maybe want to help me out sometimes. I'd be like, no, this is my job. I'd be like, dude, you have to like, you can't plug the output into the, you know, the inputs on the right side of the pedal. I know it's sort of counterintuitive because you think left to right. You'd like try to walk me through that, but
no, what would happen was you would be trying to walk me through it, and I'd be like, no. I don't know what you're saying. I just do it this way.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, it's not right. And I'd be like, well, do it. And then you would storm off like you do.
Yeah, and then I'd say, what kind of Thai food do you want?
Then I would finish, and you'd be going, but I'm right, like until I couldn't hear you anymore. And then I'd talk to you the next morning.
And I'd get you some avocado toast, and we'd call it an afternoon.
Wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah. I feel like, tell me if this is wrong. I feel like, James, you'd be picky about the type of alcohol to go into a cocktail. Like, you would have an opinion about which bourbon to go in an old fashioned.
Yeah, I'd like spit it in his face. I'd be like, what is this? What is this?
I'd be like, num.
James would be like, I only use Bullet Rye in my old fashions. And Joel would be like, I don't even know what that is. Actually, Joel knows what Bullet Rye is.
Joel knows what
I love
good
old
whiskey is.
fashions. I love old fashions. And James, I don't think we've ever enjoyed an old fashioned together. Yeah.
You and I have when we were on tour.
Oh yeah, because
when we were on tour,
we're in a real band and we tour.
We did. Will in the chat keeps saying, he says, ask a mood question, and then he says, I'm a dummy, and then he says, he says, can someone answer a mood question? And then he says, ask a mood question, and then he says, I'm a dummy, and then he says, in a mood to ask about this supposed trim pot inside the mood. There's a trim pot in there?
I think there's like a wet level and a dry level. You know, for your wet rigs.
For your wet, dry rig.
Yeah, something like that. But a common criticism we get, which I think is valid, I'm just too lazy to change it, is that people want to be able to change the wet level of each channel on Move.
Yeah.
So the Old Blood channel and then the Drolo channel, but
I mean, the other way to solve that problem would be to buy the Old Blood Noise Split Meld pedal.
I don't know if that solves that.
It's got internal power.
Oh,
and
yeah.
really cool LED
I think it's got a flux capacitor that you can with the trimmer that just.
It's all proprietary now, so it's like hard to really get a grasp on what's happening. But for only $29 and two for $69, that's a good deal.
For $29, if you don't like it, just I don't know.
Don't cancel your order.
Look at it. Put it on your wall. Put it in a glass case, and that's it.
That's very pretty tone. Brady, good job.
I think that it'll do what you're saying it'll do, but probably not. You probably won't be able to get it to do that thing. It can do it, but I don't think your average user is not going to be able to get there.
Yeah.
But it could do it.
Up an XLR balanced stereo.
Did James leave the call? He's gone.
He is
Wet,
gone.
dry rig.
Oh, he's just muted. He's good. We're good.
Hey, John Bumbly.
Man, this is.
We're just jamming over here.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. It's kind of pleasant. Let's see what else is going on. Andy, you need to come out to Oklahoma City soon.
Yes, please. When can I come? When's the weather good? When is COVID over?
Probably March. I don't know.
Okay.
Just as far as when we're gonna shoot that video, I bet.
I'm just imagining getting in my car, driving out of my driveway and just being like, I've got 8 hours to just sit and drive.
Yeah.
It just sounds so amazing to me. So
Andy, we should talk about this offline, maybe, but we should probably release that one record that you made for the record label a couple years ago.
yeah.
But if you go to Old Blood, we should, I don't know, maybe do an interview or something. I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. No, yes.
That's kind of cool record that you made.
Very cool.
Yeah. Anyways, did I bring the vibe down?
No.
I think it's the music.
It's the music.
Brady's music.
Sorry, Andy's doing
You're not hearing me.
half of that, isn't he? Can they not hear your guitar?
Joel and Brady can't hear me. Or James and Brady can't hear me.
Oh.
James and Joel. Fuck. You two.
Yeah, I bet that
Why can't
has
we hear
just
you?
sounded
Because you
super
gotta
I
weird.
kind
pull
of
up
felt like I was hearing you.
You gotta pull up your audio movers link that I put in that chat.
Is that gonna work if we do that?
Guys,
Hey, what's going on in the chat right now? Because I don't have the YouTube thing up. Who's, are they?
People apparently can't hear us talk right now. They can't hear Joel.
I think everyone just kind of
Who
backed
was
away
that?
from their
Who was
mics.
talking? No one was talking.
volume kind of went down in my ears a little bit for some reason.
There was I had to excuse myself when I came back. No one was talking and it was quiet, and I was like, everyone just basking.
I think we kind of were.
It was wonderful.
But
Maybe that was it.
it's funny though, because I'm playing to what Andy has going on, and you guys aren't hearing Andy's guitar. So
The people on the stream can. Everyone
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
Joel.
Katie says it's much better. Katie.
Caddy.
Caddy. It's Caddy.
The music audio is way louder than the talking, so Scott.
Well, time is it?
7 after.
It's after 3. It's after, yeah.
Well, like What time is it, man?
I turn my stuff down.
I mean, I lost a lot of my guitar signal, so I don't know. There it is. Seth, is that you?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if I'm like...
So the Pedals and Chill says, I haven't tried this yet. Theoretically, split meld can be used as a converter for swapping ring tip connection on pedals like CBA. Is that true?
Yeah, you basically get to choose where. So each mono jack has either tip or ring of the corresponding TRS jack routed to it. So yeah, if you needed to flip what was getting ring or tip, that would be a place to do it.
That's so cool. Aren't Maris, I forget, like Alexander, Maris, Chase Bliss. I don't know who of you are different from each other though. Some of you guys decided to just do some weird TRS stuff.
Ours was different, and it's a dumb reason I don't want to get into. So
Okay. Wait, Pedals and Chill says, so one expression pedal could simultaneously control a CBA and Maris pedal? I don't think that's exactly what is happening, right?
I bet that pedal can do whatever it wants to do.
Hey, John, I think you should test that and tell us what happens, because we haven't tested that.
Does expression run on TRS or TS?
TRS.
Yeah.
But you can't use TS as an expression.
You can, and actually, John has used the signal blender. He's Pedals and Chill.
Oh.
He's used the signal blender
Okay.
To affect the expression of multiple pedals, and that was something we'd never actually tried out or messed with, and it was something he figured out on his own. So,
Oh, that's interesting. John, great job.
yeah, he does some cool stuff.
Is that trem from the Parabola, Brady?
Yeah.
Sounds really good. Does it do square wave ramping? Or square wave, whatever?
Let's find out.
I've never played a Parabola. Yeah. Is it tap tempo, or what does the other switch do on it?
Havoc. So I think it just increases depth and speed. Maxes them out.
Oh, okay.
Temporarily, I guess. Yeah. I like
That's
it.
cool.
Sounds good. Anywho. There you go.
Here, I'm using dirty sounds to mess with.
Question in chat, now's the time to do it. because it's Friday, and everybody's gonna go home soon.
Yeah, happy Friday.
Happy Friday, boys.
Brady, when are we playing Fortnite next?
Maybe this weekend, maybe next week while I'm at home
Oh, yeah.
battling kids.
Oh, Timmy's got a good question in chat. How do you like your eggs? I'm a big scrambled guy. I'm a fan of scrambled. Joel thinks my wife makes the best scrambled eggs in the world.
I've heard that, actually, from Joel.
Yeah.
They're really, really special.
Yeah. She thinks that's so funny that you say that.
I like them
I
fried.
wonder if Picasso knew how special his art was.
I don't know.
No one knows.
People are asking about new blooper firmware, Joel, when it will drop.
Oh, this is so exciting. We actually just wrapping up the beta testing right now. And we're getting all our materials together because we have like new. We realize the support for Blooper hasn't been super great, but we're getting all that straightened out and like everything's coming together. And I think we'll have it released within the next week or two.
Oh, cool.
It's a big update.
Can you give any info on what's going to be in there?
It's got new modifiers, stuff that people have been asking for forever, like
a volume modifier.
No, that's boring. But like, you can do stuff like, change the length of a loop without changing the pitch.
So that's a stretch thing, right?
Stretch.
Okay,
And then
great.
you can change the pitch without changing the length.
Ooh.
So those two modifiers, stretch and pitch, have been ones that since we released the pedal that people have been asking for.
That'll be big. Yeah.
And that's the big thing. Yeah, it's a big update.
Awesome. And I assume it'll probably add stereo functionality.
Well, that's only if you get
if you get the split meld.
Yeah, the split meld, because that makes all Chase Bliss mono pedal stereo. $29.
And you could literally take your stereo Chase Bliss pedals and make them mono.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
Because that's something everyone's clamoring for. So.
I'm tired of stereo pedals. I wish I could just have one. I just want mono.
I ordered mine, so all I know is I ordered mine, and it better get shipped out post haste, or I will write a destroy
scathing review
on Yelp.
Seth in the chat just says it's not true. Am I proud of you having a mono-only board, Timmy? I mean, like, no.
It doesn't really matter.
You're not proud of him.
I'm not proud of him. The way your pedals are laid out is not gonna affect my pride in you. I'm always proud of you, Timmy. I'm your father.
Well said.
Like, what? Fathers love their children.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this has been Old Blood Noise Endeavors streams live streams.
Is that my Timmy?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm his dad.
Well, you were gone for too long, so.
No, I'm still around.
Okay.
That's my Timmy.
My Timmy.
And be sure and join us next Friday as we explore something else.
Will you be around next Friday?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'll be here.
James will be here.
James is gonna be here.
I might
Look
never.
at-
Seth, keep it up. I'm gonna stay.
Timmy says Joel never answered my text about Chase Bliss underwear.
I think that's an answer.
Well, I mean,
in
you
of
gotta
itself.
kind of know what questions to ask.
Yeah.
So yeah, hey, Joel, James, Andy,
Love you.
love you too.
Great job.
Love you guys.
Let's
Great job.
meet for some old fashions tonight. And maybe some table tennis. We could play some table tennis. We could play some pool.
You guys play foosball?
Um,
I'm a golden god at foosball.
Man, that
Wow.
does not surprise me at all. I don't know why.
I'm
It
good with
just-
my hands.
Well, okay.
Mm.
I don't know. I just feel like you would be good at foosball. But
This guy Michael in chat says, let Dan run the show next week. So that's kind of a review on how we've done, I think.
all right, dude, don't tune in, please. No, we're good. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Sorry, what was that guy's name? So I know. What was that guy's name? Just so I know, so I can.
Michael, Katie.
Okay, I'll think about it later. Bye, everybody.